Hey everyone, welcome to the Daily. Today's Friday, December 21st. Greg Lalas alongside Josh Wisenhunt. And yes, the world still exists. Despite all of the folklore around the Mayan calendar, it was all supposed to blow up or something like that at 11:11 GMT. Didn't happen. We're still here. We still have soccer to talk about. What I'm most excited about is that we still have a 2013 MLS season ahead of us.
Yeah, it's great. I was pretty nervous there for a little while, Greg,
I can tell
if I'm going to be honest.
You were really shaking
Yeah,
your boots.
I lost a little bit of sleep last night.
Well, we're going to get to a little bit of news about the 2013 season and some news up with Toronto FC because they have a new player in their ranks, Gale Agbossoumonde, which is a little bit of a tongue twister there, but this guy is a very good player, young player coming back from Europe to MLS.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone seems to think, Greg, but the problem that I see is that no one has really seen this guy play. It's one of those guys who's coming
Certainly
back.
not consistently.
Now, he was a mainstay, of course. He's one of those guys that was always with the youth national teams coming up, but then he signed up with Traffic Sports and then was kind of sent all around Europe, literally Sweden, Germany, Portugal for a little while, and then most recently back with Carolina, which was really where he got his most recent run of games. So it'll be interesting to see now he's up a level, how he really does day in, day out competing with those center backs in Toronto.
Yeah, big defender. They're picking up some center backs over there in Toronto. They're trying to build that team up a little bit. Speaking of young players, though, a couple of young players tweeting out that they will be joining MLS. Walker Zimmerman from Furman University and Mikey Lopez from UNC, both tweeting out that they're going to be in MLS in 2013. Good players here?
Yeah, it sounds like it. Our own Daniel Robertson says that Zimmerman has really, he's going to turn 19 in May, so he's still very young, but he does, according to Daniel, have the highest ceiling of any defender who's in this draft, and Lopez seems to be a guy that you can really build a midfield around. He's really matured in his 2 seasons at North Carolina, so should be good to watch, and 2 exciting young prospects.
Well, 3 young players in MLS, finally for Agbossoumonde in MLS. So it's a good thing that the world didn't explode and they have a 2013 season to participate in. Well, things are exploding at Malaga in Spain, where, of course, the U.S. center back Onyewu plays, and they've done very well in Champions League. They got through the group stage, they got to knockout round, and now they've taken a knockout blow for themselves. Lots of financial problems for them.
Yeah, it seems like they've had some failures. They've been failing to pay their players on time. They've been failing to pay other debts, and so UEFA has come down and said, for the next UEFA competition that they qualify for, they're gonna have a 1-year ban. So the next UEFA competition that they qualify for, they can't participate in, which is obviously a bummer because right now they're sitting 4th place in La Liga. They have a good chance, obviously, to play in Europe next season. So what that means for Onyewu, you have to wonder because he's really come on and become a big part of that team lately. Scored some big goals for them.
I think most importantly, you need to pay Gooch. Have you seen him? He's huge. Come on, people in Malaga. Pay him. I remember the rumors a couple years ago when Alexi and David Beckham were going to buy Malaga.
That's right.
Well, it seems like they actually do need to buy it. Well, we'll see what all of this actually means for Gooch and whether this looks to maybe make a move because you don't know what sort of things the club will end up doing to get out of their financial straits. It's not just the ban, but they're going to have to eventually get out of this, and they may actually end up having to sell some of their better players. We'll see what that means for Gooch. Well, in the Daily, the last couple of days, we've been discussing, in particular, the fact that there may be a game in Seattle for the U.S. national team, a World Cup qualifier, no less. Several sources reported to say that a game will be up there. Of course, everyone starts talking immediately about, well, it's turf. Will they bring grass in? Will they won't? We don't have any answers about that. But several people on the MLS YouTube page had some comments about the possibility of a U.S. game in Mexico, or against Mexico in Seattle. And Distracted Observer says, gotta save the Seattle match for the game against Mexico because not only the weather could be a factor, but obviously the crowd.
Well, isn't the crowd always going to be a factor? Whatever the alternative is, Columbus Crew Stadium or Livestrong Sporting Park. Isn't that the idea of a home field advantage? Of course, the more the merrier is what a lot of people say, but I just wonder how much the crowd's effect at CenturyLink Field, however many people there are going to be, is actually greater on the players themselves than at a smaller venue like Columbus Crew Stadium or LSP or wherever else it would be.
Well, another commenter actually with an interesting name, let's say, Hedgizonium, came out.
That's actually me.
Oh, that's
yeah. Sorry.
He actually pointed that out and said, if the game were in Seattle, a big part of the crowd would end up actually being fans of the Mexican team. He said, I think we should keep it in Columbus. It's become a U.S. soccer tradition. I would be very surprised if U.S. Soccer were to move the Mexico game out of Columbus. They've had so much success there. Jurgen Klinsmann has said in the past that all of the scheduling will be based for competitive reasons. So that means you're going to end up playing in Columbus probably against Mexico, where they've had so much great success in the past. Well, that's about it. We're done for the year, in fact. We are going to be taking next week off on the daily, so no daily next week, but have a great holiday and Happy New Year from all of us here at MLSsoccer.com and FutbolMLS.com and MLS Digital in general. And Josh, Happy New Year, my friend.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you too, Greg.
Have a great one, everyone.